Occurred, the 15th of September 2021, 20 hours 45 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Portage, IN, USA. Shape, circle. Duration, 2 to 3 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics, emitted beams, changed color, aircraft nearby. Round white light moving SW to NE. Stopped, hovered, jogged back, turned pink and then turned red and shot straight up. My boyfriend, name deleted, and I was standing outside in our driveway at 8:45 p.m. on September 15, 21. It was dark. The sky was fairly clear with passing clouds. I could see the stars and moon. I saw a white light, moving SW to NE slowly 2 to 3 miles away from my standing position and at an altitude of approximately 10–11,000. It was big as my thumbnail with my arm extended, and the object was at a 60-degree angle from my standing position. There was a jet coming from E to W at approximately same altitude. I thought they were going to collide. The white object stopped and hovered, as if to miss the jet. The object made no sound. The object changed direction by jogging back slightly and turning a pink color. The object then moved forward toward our position and became a brilliant red, well-defined circle. It emitted a red beam down toward ground and then shot straight up in the sky and out of sight. Total sighting time 2 to 3 minutes. I searched flights in Atlas Air Flight QF 7550 from JFK to ORD, Boeing 747-87 UF, was at 12,805 feet altitude at a speed of 397 miles per hour at 2045 per flight radar. Its reg, N854GT. According to Weather Underground, it was 64 degrees Fahrenheit, dew point 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 73% humidity, wind calm and 0 miles per hour, 0 inches precipitation, conditions listed as fair. Nautical twilight was 8:01 p.m. local or 20:01 coordinated universal time. Astronomical twilight was 8:35 p.m. local or 20:35 coordinated universal time. Barometric pressure was 29.45. We did not get a photo or video. We had no missing time and there was no damage or effect to any radio, TV, engines, lights, clocks, or animals. We had no physical sensations. This definitely was not a cloud. Note: Lake Michigan is 1 street behind my home. Approximately 10 minutes later there was a loud roaring sound. I saw a white light behind the trees going very fast from east to west along Lake Michigan shoreline. My boyfriend thought the light looked like a green color. I've been close to an active runway before which was landing jets, and this was much louder and more of a roaring sound.
Occurred, the 12th of May 1968, 9 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Location, Valparaiso, IN, USA. Shape, unknown. Duration, 3.5 hours. No of observers. 1968, gray squares in sky. I'll take you with me cuz you're my friend. 9 o'clock past Bozo Circus. Noon, scary man, doll burning. I was 4 years old in the springtime of 1968. I was allowed to go halfway around the block and play with my 3-year-old girlfriend, Fluffy, after 9 a.m. Her brothers and sisters would be off in school, and that is the time my mother said I could go over to Fluffy's house to play. As I walked around the block to her house, I looked in the sky for cloud pictures and there were no clouds, a cloudless sunny day. I went down the driveway as usual to the back of her house and already found her outside in her backyard by the tulips along the side of the yard next to neighbor's garage. I think it had to be the month of May because of the tulips. Fluffy was wearing a new white blouse with rick-rack stitching across it. I asked her if it was new and she said yes, and I told her how pretty it was. I asked her what game she wanted to begin playing and she said hide and go seek. Then it became very, very windy and I was laughing trying to part my long hair out of my face. I noticed the grass was long and blowing strongly too and had not been cut or mowed. I looked over to my girlfriend, Fluffy, and she was already crouched in the corner of an L-shaped hedge by the side of her house. I said I hadn't even counted to 10 yet and you're hiding. The wind was so strong and I was reaching toward her and she looked very pale and scared. She was shouting at me, "What is it? What is it?" And I looked up and saw large square grey tile shapes, metallic, yet I didn't know the word back then. It was low and hovering near the height of the tall tree and high enough up right above the neighbor's garage, and I said, "I don't know. I don't know." She was begging me, "Don't go. Don't go." I reached my hand out and said, "I'll take you with me cuz you're my friend, cuz you're my friend." The next memories I have are, her mother is standing at the back door swinging it open and yelling angry at us, "I've been looking for you children. Where have you been playing? Get in here, lunch is ready now." The house has an added-on back addition with large picture window facing the backyard and window that looks out to the side of the house by the hedge area, neighbor's driveway. We were at the side of the house together, and it was as if we had become unfrozen from time and were now walking toward her mother upon hearing this to go inside the house. I am confused because I know I just got over there past 9 AM, and how can it be lunchtime now? Why is her mother seem upset and angry with us? We walk in the house and Chicago WGN Channel 9 is on TV with popular kids show that comes on at noon called Bozo's Circus. The ping pong toss into buckets 1 through 6 are happening in the show, which means it is almost over at the end. I sit down at the kitchen table and look at the clock on the wall, and it reads 12:25 PM, and I am counting from 9 AM to noon, trying to figure out how it can already be that time. We hadn't even played hide and go seek. Why is her mum mad? Has she baked a lunch casserole or fancy dish? She serves us folded over half sandwiches of peanut butter and jelly. After lunch, Fluffy and I go down in her basement with crayons. We know we cannot draw on the walls of the house, and put some chairs against the wall underneath the see-through stair steps, where we draw with orange, bright green, and red crayons a big spooky man. He looks scary like a monster, and we put him there on the basement wall that day under the stairs down to the basement laundry room. Fluffy's 5 brothers and sisters come home from school in the afternoon and discover the drawing, teasing each other and asking one another who put that on the wall to scare us. They don't believe us when we tell them we drew it. We explain we stood on chairs to draw him tall and big. The picture remained on the wall till the mid-1990s before her parents decided to paint the basement with 2 coats of paint. I go home that day before 6 PM dinner time to tell my mommy and daddy that I saw something in the sky. I tell them how windy it was, and my mum says, "You must have seen a helicopter," and I say no, it didn't make any sound. My father asks me what it looked like, and I say big square grey shapes, and he says, "You must have seen a blimp." I don't know or realize what a blimp looks like until I am 6 years old and I see one in the night sky. My folks remember this day because I would not stop talking about going over to Fluffy's house to play and seeing something in the sky. I remember the feeling of not feeling safe. Her mother did not know where we were, and we went away somewhere all morning and came back after 12 o'clock noontime. Fluffy and I both had 3-foot-tall mannequin dolls, and she took her doll out to where the autumn leaf pile is burned in the backyard behind her house and lit a match and burnt her doll. I watch, and her mum comes out asking her why she did such a thing to her doll, and she says, "I don't know, I'm afraid of my doll getting me that I keep shut in my bedroom closet." NUFORC note. 1 of 6, seemingly credible, reports submitted by same witness. Date is approximate. PD.
Occurred, the 15th of August 1999, 13 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Location: Valparaiso, in USA. Shape: disk duration 10 seconds. No of observers. One, I was looking at, enjoying, the sky on a nearly cloudless, bright and calm day when I saw the object. The object was traveling at an estimated 30 to 40,000 feet and at a speed of Mach 15 to 20 or greater. The day was very clear and the object was very clearly seen. The object was traveling almost due south at a rate of speed that would make it absolutely impossible to suggest it was a jet aircraft. The craft or object was the same color as a typical commercial jet, i.e. metallic looking. There were no lights noted and no contrails. I looked at the thing for about 10 seconds. The thing was really moving, then it went over my house and was out of sight. The craft was a saucer shape with height, i.e. it had thickness and appeared to be somewhat larger than a jumbo jet. Again, it was no jet aircraft. I often wonder why I didn't jump up and try to run out from under my porch and pick up visual contact again. I just sat on my lounge chair and said, "Wow." I generally don't believe in UFOs. But I know what I saw. Oh, and there was no sound that I could hear. It was high. I think about this sighting a lot. I would like to get some answers if anyone has any.
Occurred, the 7th of June 2012, 22 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location: Valparaiso, in USA. Shape: unknown duration 4 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics: lights on object. 9 objects in groups of 3 with bright red front lights flew silently NA to SW over Valparaiso, in at 10 p.m. Central Daylight Saving Time. Approximately 9:58 p.m., 3 silent objects were moving from NA to SW over northeast Valparaiso, the lead object appearing to be considerably higher than the other 2. Approximately 60 seconds later, 3 more appeared over the NA horizon heading in the same direction. Again, 60 seconds later, 3 more appeared. They all seemed to be flying in a triangular formation and all had bright red lights in the front. No discernible noise was heard from any of the objects.